Hey,
Hey, Tori Black, how you doing?
how you doing? I'm good.
I am absolutely fantastic. Tori Black on the phone. Probably one of the biggest adult film stars in our era. Probably the past 10 years or so. You're huge in the business, and you were kind of huge as soon as you got in. You're going to be at the Diamond Royale tonight, Munson Street, Jackson Township. I'm out there hosting. I'm actually giving away Exotica tickets, and I want to talk to you about Exotica for a little bit as well. And then tomorrow at the Diamond Lodge, Route 14 in Rootstown. But what do you think about the city, number one, and what can people expect from you when they see you dance tonight at the Diamond Royale?
Well, I haven't really got a chance to explore much. We headed out for a little late breakfast today, and the city seems pretty cool. We'll get a chance to explore it a little bit more tomorrow, but I've never actually been to this area, so I'm not too familiar with it yet, but I will be getting more acquainted. As far as my shows tonight, I am kind of a wild girl, if you didn't already get that from my videos. I like to have a good time. I like to go crazy. I don't have like routines that I do on stage. I just kind of go out there and have a good time. I'm that white girl in the club that doesn't ever stop dancing, so that's pretty much what my show looks like, except for I'm on stage and in your face. So I'm not very shy, so don't be nervous coming to talk to me. I'll talk to a wall for 2 hours, let alone a person. So definitely it's all about having a good time and letting your hair down and getting a little crazy.
So just being spontaneous is how you go about being on stage.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally spontaneous, entirely. And I play off crowd interaction. So if people are just sitting there kind of staring at me, it's going to be a little bit more boring. But the more turned up you get, the more turned up I get.
Well, that's kind of what it is with everything, right? I mean, when you really think about it, you want to see that people are really pumped. People are excited. People are really getting into the show. And, of course, you're going to be able to play off that, and that's going to make you more excited to be there.
Of course, I feed off energy. So you give me some good energy, I'm going to come back at you with it.
Is it kind of the same when you're shooting a scene, let's say? This just popped in my head. But have you ever shot a scene with some dude, and I can't imagine a guy not being into it with you, but shot a scene with somebody who just kind of wasn't into it with you, and you just couldn't wait to get the scene over?
Well, no. Usually guys, it was the opposite. They were too into it, and
Right.
I'm like, okay, calm down. But with the girls, for sure. For sure there are girls who are gay for pay, who are just there because guys like to watch two girls together. But they're not really into girls themselves. So there are definitely those scenes where I was like, okay, this girl does not like me. I'm not into this. Can we just be done now? You know, she's rolling her eyes when I'm trying to get her off. This is ridiculous. Why am I even here? This is going to look horrible. For sure, you have those moments. You try and do the best with them, whatever you can do with them. But there are definitely those people that are just not giving you the energy you need.
That is crazy. I guess I never even thought about it like that. But yeah, you do girl-on-girl scenes, quite a few of them. They're some of my favorites, to be honest with you. But you do these scenes with girls sometimes, and they're just not into it one bit. Do you ever lose confidence in what you're doing? And do you ever want to try to go harder to make a girl achieve, like you said, a girl who you feel is gay for pay?
Well, no, I never lost confidence in like my skills, my capability,
Right.
because I know that there are some girls that no matter what you do, we're so emotional that if we're not into it, there's literally nothing you could do to get through that barrier. So if a girl has shut you out, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with her. So knowing that, I never lose faith in myself. But when a girl talks herself up and then does something like that, and she goes, oh, I'm really into girls, I love girls, and then in the scene you could tell she doesn't, sometimes you kind of get back at her like revenge.
Right.
Not to make her feel good, but to kind of be like, oh, yeah, you want to talk a big game, but you can't pull it off? Can you take this, though? Can you take that?
That's funny. That's
It's
fantastic.
a little more aggressive, not so nice, but it makes for a good scene.
Absolutely. Talking to Tori Black out at the Diamond Royale tonight, Munson Street, Jackson Township, Diamond Lodge tomorrow. Again, I'll be giving away VIP Exotica tickets out there. And by the way, Tori, I'll see you next week. I'm out broadcasting at Exotica. So I just want to talk about Exotica for a minute. What makes Exotica so much fun for you guys to be there?
Exotica is great because Usually during the day we're all a little bit more sober, most of us.
Right.
Which just makes for more genuine interaction. So fans have a chance to come up and have a normal conversation. I get a lot of people coming up saying, wow, you're way more normal than I thought. At a nightclub, I have these stage performances, which is kind of built up. I'm a little bit more on a pedestal, so there's this area that it's roped off and there's the signing that happens and it's a little more formal, even though it's at a strip club. It's a little more formal, whereas Exotica, there's a little line, but it's like just booths everywhere. So if you've been to a normal convention, it's the same format, just porn stars and adult products. So it gives you a chance to kind of come up and hang out and chat with me, and get kind of a more of a day-to-day feel, whereas a nightclub is just totally just a different vibe. So Exotica is cool. You get to hang out, get to know your favorite stars a little bit more on an average level, if that makes any sense.
It does, actually.
The vibe is totally different.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And you can buy your favorite products all at the same time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It kind of gets to know you on more of a personal, just you kind of hanging out level. That makes totally sense, because when you're out at the club and you're putting on a routine and you're dancing, you've got to get into that performance mode, right?
Yeah, definitely. I have to amp myself up a little bit. But when I'm on the floor at Exotica, I'm literally there for like 5-6 hours, and I'm just hanging out at my booth. So people will come up and, hey, I just want to say hi. I don't want to buy anything. I'm like, that's fine. Well, you guys are walking around. You're doing